Need some coins for that God Squad you've always wanted? Check out rockbottomcoins.com for the cheapest and fastest coins anywhere. Use code ZERK for 15% off your order. And if you guys want to compete in tournaments for cash prizes, make sure to check out tourneycrypt.com.
The whole thing wobbin'.
What's going on, guys? It's Zirksee coming at you today with another YouTube video, and today I'm going to be going over the top 10 best players to power up long term. So basically, guys, these are the best players to power up, and you can probably expect to keep them all year long. Now, I will say that, yes, some of these players are going to be pretty expensive. Now, you do have the opportunity to go ahead and pick some of these guys up with the new series. Every time there's a new series, of course, these players go back into packs. They become series redux. Like, Mike Vick was like 2 million coins. Now he's like 700k or less, right? So players obviously go down in price, and then boom, they'll get a new player. But I tried to do my best to stay away from any limited time cards, although I will say there's quite a few on this list, just basically because, in my opinion, they are the best players to actually power up and keep them long term. But with that being said, let's go ahead and give this list and comment down below some other players you guys think you should power up to keep all year long, even though some of these guys make it outdated at times, obviously. The most important thing with this is how usable are they right now, how many cards will they be getting all year long, and also how usable will they be, like if they have a 92 overall and there's 95 overall cards. Some of these guys can still be used. So that being said, let's get right into it. Starting off this list, I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill. Now, I know as of right now, Tyreek Hill may not seem like that good of a card, right? He's only got 89 speed. There's so many other wide receivers in the game right now that are actually faster. You got Amari Cooper, you got Randy Moss, Julio Jones. All these guys are very, very good receivers, and all of them are much better than Tyreek Hill. Here's the thing. Tyreek Hill is going to get a card sometime soon. And when he does, he will be the fast wide receiver in the game. And speed is everything. If you are faster than your opponent, streak, gone. Kick return, punt return, slot receiver, deep threat. Tyreek Hill can do it all. It's just currently he doesn't have the best card. But once he gets another upgrade, he's going to be one of the fast receivers in the game, if not the fastest, which he should be the fast wide receiver in the game. Tyreek Hill is one of those guys you can keep all year long at kick returner, punt returner, worst case scenario. Now, this next one might surprise you guys quite a bit, but honestly, I think it's a pretty good pick. Christian McCaffrey, currently going for 190k as Series Redux, and then of course he has his powered up card. I think Christian McCaffrey is a great card to keep all year long. Now, right now, I will say Christian McCaffrey's card as of right now is not anywhere close to the best running back in the game. But here's the thing with CMC. He is playing at such a high level. There has not been a running back to an MVP since Adrian Peterson. I think Christian McCaffrey has a very good chance right now of winning MVP if he keeps his pace up. Right now, obviously, they tend to give it to QB, so I don't know if he will, but he could potentially win Offensive Player of the Year. When it comes to the NFL Honors promo with the MVP, the Defense Player of the Year, the Offensive Player of the Year, all those guys, they get a card, they get an LTD card, which of course is going to be a very, very good card. And because of how good Christian McCaffrey's playing, he's going to continue to get upgrades, right? He's going to get a new card sometime soon, probably in the next month or so. Hopefully not an LTD. But because Christian McCaffrey's playing at such a high level right now, I think he'll continue to get upgrades, and he will continuously be one of the better running backs every single time that he gets an upgrade right now. As of currently, might not be the most usable. That's why he's kind of towards the end of this list, but he's still a very good card, and he will get more upgrades as the year goes on if he keeps up this pace. And speaking of MVP, obviously Patrick Mahomes. Now, this card came out at the beginning of the game. Literally, Patrick Mahomes came out like the first month of the game, I believe. This promo came out in the month Superstars. He is still one of the most usable QBs in the game. In terms of throwing stats, he's got 89 throw power, 87 short, 85 medium, 86 deep, 89 throw under pressure, 90 throw on the run, and a 79 play action. Now, the one thing holding this card back is that he doesn't have escape artist, right? But you guys can see in the top left corner, he's got the same symbol as Steve Young. So yes, once Patrick Mahomes gets his speed up enough with his next upgrade, I'd assume, he will actually be able to go ahead and get Escape Artist, which will make him a very wanted card. And if Patrick Mahomes gets Escape Artist on his next card, and of course his throwing stats are going to be better, I like Steve Young so much. I've had him since the card came out, strictly because he has Escape Artist, and his speed is good enough with 82. It's not Lamar Jackson, it's not Mike Vick, but it's fine. And his throwing stats are very good. Patrick Mahomes more than likely will have better throwing stats than the Steve Young card whenever he gets a new upgrade, and his speed, hopefully, will be above an 80 or so, and he'll be able to get Escape Artist. If that happens, Patrick Mahomes is going to be one of the best QBs in the game, and again, He could potentially win MVP just like Christian McCaffrey. He could get an LTD card over there, a 99 overall or 98, which we're going to decide to do, probably 98. But Patrick Mahomes, very good player to go ahead and power if you guys want to use him long term. And still right now, a very, very usable QB. Now, anyone who watched me last year knows I love Lawrence Taylor's cards. This man is so freaking good. Now, not only does he have a very good card right now, and one of the best pass rushing outside linebackers in the game with this 90 overall legend, which of course I powered up, I will tell you guys right now, I do not ever plan to get rid of this Lawrence Taylor card as long as I'm doing a regular team. If I'm doing a theme team, different. But as long as I'm using my team, my God squad that I have, Lawrence Taylor is going to be on this team because he is just that good. And every single year, no matter what, he's always one of the best pass rushers in the game. He's got 85 speed, 88 excel, 90 power move. And last year he got a Thanksgiving card and 95 overall Thanksgiving Master. If he ends up getting that same card again this year, 100% I'm picking him up, and I will not get a new left or right outside linebacker up until he gets an Ultimate Legend card in like February. So no. If you guys don't have Lawrence Taylor, you're doing it wrong. You need to go ahead and pick this card up. Absolutely. Pick him up, power him up. Don't even think about replacing him. Another guy very, very similar to Lawrence Taylor, you know, he might be on the same exact team, the Giants, is Saquon Barkley. And you guys can see I actually have him powered up. So kind of like Christian McCaffrey, obviously he's hurt right now, but he'll come back and he'll play very good, and he will continuously get new upgrades. And Saquon Barkley is so good. You guys can see the stats on the Saquon Barkley card right now, 92 overall, right? Take a look at this card compared to Melvin Gordon, and I do have him powered up, obviously, so, you know, +1 to Melvin Gordon, whatever. He's still the better card in my opinion. You guys can see he's got 3 more acceleration if you powered up Melvin Gordon. He'd have the same speed as Melvin Gordon. Agility would be +4. Carrying would be the same. Catching would be plus, I believe, 8 quick maps. Trucking would be +2, and break tackle still +3. I mean, this card is very, very good for 92 overall. To have 90 speed, 91 excel, 94 break tackle. I ran him to the ground in Weekend League, and he did not disappoint. I know in my gameplay that I did with Saquon Barkley, he did fumble 2 times, but ever since then, I think he fumbled like 1 time or 2 times total in Weekend League. So he played very, very good for me, and very similar to Christian McCaffrey. He's not an MVP consideration, obviously, because he was injured, but Saquon Barkley, very, very good. He will get more upgrades, and he's just glitchy, man. And I feel as though I had to put Jalen Ramsey on this list. This card, as of right now, is ridiculously good, right? I have the powered up Jalen Ramsey, I'll say Christian McCaffrey. I have the powered up Jalen Ramsey. He's got 91 zone, 93 man, 89 speed, 89 excel with 86 agility and 90 jumping. If you guys don't know, 90 man and 90 zone is the elite tier threshold for animations, basically meaning that when he's in coverage, right, he's going to be playing like one of the best cornerbacks in the game. Now, of course, he just got a new card, so how good will this card be for the long term? I think it'll still be very, very good card. Now, obviously, his speed will start to falter a little bit in maybe like a month and a half, 2 months from now, when we get more wide receivers. Tyreek Hill comes out, obviously, with 93 speed, whatever. We start getting those 93, 94 speed receivers. 89 speed is not going to cut it. By then, though, he'll probably get another upgrade. So Jalen Ramsey, one of the best coverage corners, especially if you run like a cover 2 type defense where he doesn't have to go deep, Jalen Ramsey will be perfect with his coverage stats. And to me, if you guys need a pass rushing left outside linebacker, I'd go with Von Miller. Now, I know Khalil Mack just got a card, right? Khalil Mack's card is very, very good, but that's the issue. He just got a card, which means that between Khalil Mack and Von Miller should get the next upgrade. See, now Mack literally just got one. And usually, I'm the type of person to go with Khalil Mack all year long, but I got this Von Miller Master card. I expected them to give Khalil Mack a Most Feared card. They gave him an Ultimate Kickoff card. I was very intrigued by that decision by EA, but that means that Von Miller should be getting an upgrade next, which means, in my opinion, as of right now, still, Von Miller compared to Khalil Mack, he's very, very, very comparable, and I would personally still like Von Miller better. And then, of course, he'll get an upgrade sooner, which means he's more usable right now, and he's more reliable to get another upgrade. So that being said, I think Von Miller, to me, is the best left outside linebacker pass rusher you could potentially go with, and the best long-term power-up. And I did mention how players on this list are about to get crazy expensive, right? Well, we got Randy Moss. Now, obviously, when it comes to these MUT 10 players I'm about to be listing off, you guys have to know that yes, you can get a free MUT 10 player if you guys have been playing all the challenges, you have all the tokens. You get to choose one free player, which I will go over in my video when I actually get that back. But Randy Moss obviously is in very high consideration for me personally. Randy Moss is just glitchy, right? It's Moss. He's 6'4", 91 speed, 92 jumping, 91 spectacular catch, great route running. If you guys choose Randy Moss as your MUT 10 player, he's obviously going to be very, very glitchy all year long. And he's going to continuously get upgrades. He'll get an Ultimate Legend, maybe like a Christmas card or something. But even from now, in between now, let's say he doesn't get a card for 2 months. Randy Moss is still Randy Moss. He's going to absolutely dominate, and that's just how glitchy Randy Moss is because of his height, because of his spec catch, and he's just coded differently, man. Like, he just makes plays no matter if he's versus a 95 overall cornerback. Randy Moss can still win, and he can still get jump balls. Now, I'd say I am so disappointed that Kittle got an LTD because he's crazy expensive. But again, Series Redux, so I can wait and pick that card up. And also, you guys have to remember, when we get new series updates, we get new power-up passes, which means we take those power-up passes and we can use them on LTD cards like George Kittle even so. With that being said, I do have Kittle at a 90 overall. And in my opinion, Kittle's one of the best players power up all year long. Now, yes, once we get over this little hurdle here of this LTD Mud Hero, he'll get another card sometime down the road. And still right now, right, he's got 85 speed with 84 run block. That's basically all you need to know about Kittle. He's going to be one of the fastest tight ends in the game at all time. And he's going to be one of the best run-blocking tight ends in the game at all time. May not have the best catch traffic, may not have the best spectacular catch, but he still gets those spec catches. And with Kittle, he's basically one of those guys you want to have run blocking or going straight down the seam because there's not linebackers that can really keep up with him. So to me, Kittle is one of the best long-term investments, one of the best long-term power-ups to have. And I always love Kittle cards, especially last year when he got like that Team of the Year card. Card was insane. Kittle's got to be on this list. And to end off the list, I had to put Deion Sanders on here. Now, of course, another player you guys can go with for your MUT 10 is Deion Sanders. Now, between Jalen Ramsey and Deion, right, again, because Deion is a legend type of player, he's not going to get as many upgrades, I'd imagine, as Jalen Ramsey. Maybe they could potentially get the same amount of upgrades. But Deion right now is the better player, just strictly because of his speed. Speed is everything. 3 speed, 3 excel, and also 6 agility over Jalen Ramsey. He is going to be the better coverage corner, plus he already has 92 man, 90 zone coverage, so very good in coverage himself. Plus he's got the speed and excel. I'm not really sure who I'm going with just yet on my MUT 10 player. We still have the wild card. We still have the offensive lineman. I'm not going with the O-lineman, but we still have the wild card, the O-lineman. And then there's some other players I could potentially pick between Deion, Randy Moss, and whoever else. So I will be making a video going with the best MUT 10 player to choose whenever I can. But with that being said, that is my list of the top 10 players power up. Yes, I know some of these are crazy expensive, and some of you may not be able to get these cards, but there's a couple players on here trying to go a little bit cheaper, like Christian McCaffrey's only like 185, you know, and I think it could potentially get a lot of upgrades. But that's the thing. When it comes to these guys, you're going for the guys that are going to get the high upgrades. You're going for the guys that are going to be very, very good. So they're going to be pretty expensive. But with that being said, hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you did, make sure you guys drop a like video and, of course, hit that sub button down below. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.